Boom, rocks in the room. And today's tip 4 of 101 that I'm going to bring to you every weekday. But what does it say about you and your home? Stand by. And if you're a homeowner of the information age, ever question the real and tangible value of a real estate agent in this day and age? Just want to know more about maximizing your profit and minimizing your stress? Or if you just want to have the knowledge, tools, and confidence to successfully sell your home on your own, you're in the right place. I'm the creator of the Real Estate Without Agents Masterclass and Coaching Program. Feel free, ask questions, comment, like, dislike, subscribe to my stuff on YouTube. There's a lot more information there about what you wish you would have known about doing real estate yourself. And today's tip is, what do the ads say? Okay. What are the key words and phrases that they use? What ads catch your attention when you're scrolling around, looking, doing your homework, building up your knowledge base? What catches your attention and why? Okay. Remember, it's your house. You're probably a whole lot like your target market, your target buyer. Okay. Or at least whoever you were when you bought it. We all change. But does the ad sound credible? Okay. Does it sound as if it's realistically presented? Does it just sound too good to be true? It might. Does the ad provide adequate information to provoke interest, or does it leave you indifferent? Okay. Does it provoke a call to action or compelling narrative at all? All right. Whatever ads that you see that catch your attention, use these as templates, use them as a framework. Okay. And give you a couple of examples along this way. Which would you prefer? An all brick, 4-bed, 2-bath home with a big yard, or an immaculately maintained, meticulously renovated, dual master suite, fully updated bathrooms with an Edenic garden in the backyard? Okay, feel free to use adjectives and some adverbs if it's a short hop to the park or the trail system. Okay. But definitely always a compelling action. And if you're a for sale by owner, let me give you an extra little tip here today for something that's entirely legal and ethical for you to do that real estate agents can't. How to leverage information to your benefit. That's what I'm here to do. Self-promotion. Okay. I go into that in depth in my top 5 most costly and common mistakes of sellers on for sale by owners course. But self-promotion, you just have to get out there and promote it. Make a decision, tell people you're thinking about selling. You might be surprised what happens if you actually make a declaration. So that's tip 4 for today is, what do the ads say? And I would want you to have what you need to succeed. I've put everything that you possibly need to sell a house. I mean, most agents don't even ask you for all of this material, but the comprehensive due diligence framework, everything you need to sell a house fits on one sheet of paper. It's in the link below or learn more button. I will make sure you get it. And I'm also throwing in my eBook, 101 Tips to Sell Your House Without an Agent. I just want people to have this information, and I want to provide more value every day. I'm here to just over deliver, and come and get it. It's in the link. It's free. I just want to help people, and I've been doing this one-on-one for folks for so long that you don't need me. But if you're selling real estate in Fayetteville, you may want to give me a call. I can get it done for a lot more affordably, and I'll teach you more about all that too. But that's it for the tip 4 of 101 segment of our show today. And now into real estate news for real people. And I wanted to go into something a little more in depth that I kind of opened the crate on. Maybe, well, I know I did yesterday, but a time or two before. But across my desk today, MLS brokerage giants hit with commission price fixing lawsuit. Home sellers accuse Massachusetts-based MLS PIN, Realtor-ese, Keller Williams, RE/MAX, and Home Services of America of conspiracy to stifle competition and inflate commissions. And this is an article by Andrea Brambilla on Inman News. And it goes a little something like this. Home sellers have filed another lawsuit against real estate brokerage giants Realtor-ese, RE/MAX, Keller Williams, and Home Services of America, challenging the industry practice of having sellers pay buyer brokers. But this suit also adds a new defendant, Multiple Listing Service, MLS Property Information Network. While two suits filed last year, known as Morrill and Sitzer after two lead plaintiffs, sued the above-named brokerage companies, they also sued the National Association of Realtors. The latest suit, filed on December 17th by home sellers Gary Bauman, Mary Jane Bauman, and Jennifer Nosalek in federal court in Massachusetts, does not name NAR as a defendant and instead has named Shrewsbury, Massachusetts-based MLS PIN. MLS PIN is the 8th largest MLS in the country, with more than 42,000 subscribers in 6 New England states and New York, according to MLS rankings by T360. In New York, a New England state. I'm sorry, a little aside there. According to the complaint, 8 of MLS PIN's 15 directors are realtors for franchises owned by defendants RE/MAX, Realtor-ese, and BHH affiliates, whose parent company is Home Services of America. The suit also names HSF affiliates, another home services company, as a defendant. The suit, like its two predecessors, seeks class action status and alleges that the sharing of commissions between listing and buyer brokers inflate sellers' costs and is a conspiracy and restraint of trade in violation of the Sherman Antitrust Act as well as state antitrust laws. The plaintiffs in all 3 suits want to have home buyers pay their broker directly. Go figure. Rather than have listing brokers pay buyer brokers from what the seller pays the listing broker, a move that could upend the U.S. real estate industry by effectively forcing changes in how buyers' agents are traditionally compensated. According to the complaint, the seller plaintiffs sold their home in Massachusetts using MLS PIN platform Pinergy and had to include a single set offer of compensation to any broker who found a buyer for their home as a condition of listing the home, which the suit dubs the buyer broker commission rule. This requirement that a seller must offer a set commission to the successful buyer broker in order for their property to be listed on Pinergy is anti-competitive and causes sellers to pay artificially inflated, supra-competitive commission rates, the complaint states. In October, U.S. District Judge Andrea Wood denied a motion to dismiss the Morrill suit, finding if it were not for NAR's rules requiring home sellers to make a blanket unilateral offer of compensation to any broker who finds a buyer for the home, regardless of that broker's experience or the value of services that broker provides to the buyer, and for the corporate defendants' requirements that their franchisees follow NAR's rules, that each plaintiff would have paid substantially lower commissions. The Bauman complaint alleges multiple state, and local realtor associations and multiple franchisees and brokers of the broker defendants are co-conspirators because they complied with and implemented the buyer broker commission rule in the geographic area in which the MLS PIN operates. If there were no buyer broker commission rule, 1, buyers would pay their own brokers. 2, sellers would only pay a commission to compensate the seller broker, as they have no incentive to compensate the buyer's agents negotiating against their interest. And 3, the amount paid by sellers to compensate the seller brokers would be substantially less than the amount that sellers have to pay to compensate both the buyer broker and the seller broker, the complaint said. The complaint alleges that there is no pro-competitive justification for overcharging home sellers. The setting of the fees by sellers' brokers is at least an attempt to fix market prices, the complaint said. If interbroker compensation were eliminated, it would diminish the ability of traditional brokers to obstruct vigorous price competition and thus lead to dramatic decrease in broker revenues. I mean, come on, guys, it's 21st century. They've scaled this stuff. We've just, I'm sorry. We used to pay a whole lot to advertise properties, right? We used to pay for newspaper. I'm sorry. I'm twisted off about this in case you can't tell. We used to actually pay to market individually. Agents would go out there and work really hard. Now, team models have come into play, and specialization and scalability. I'm off on a tangent, but oh golly, it's really about time for a change, and again, you just need to ask more questions, homeowners of the information age. It's time. I mean, it's gotten to the point where you really need to ask about the hard and tangible value that a service provider, whatever service they're in, we don't have a whole lot of control anymore over our dental or medical, back when we used to be able to trade out medical services for some eggs and chickens, back when it was a true, purely market driven enterprise. The medical and health fields, they've changed a lot, but the real estate industry is subject for change, and there's a lot going on. I've had these conversations. They're hard conversations to have. The scripts aren't completely written on how to tell your buyer directly and assuredly that, by the way, you just came through my sphere of influence by a referral. I've only showed you 2 or 3 properties. What is the hard value of that to you, right? Is it $9,600? It may be, but I want people to have more of a say in the control of their own service fees, okay? Rather than just being blind to the feeling that the seller is going to pay their buyer's service provider, because that's just not going to be how it's going to be in the near future. And I've been saying this for years, but all that to say, folks, I'm here to help you with an education and to get empowered to do this stuff on your own. It's not rocket science. It's data and how to represent it. And if you have the right scripts and if you have the right tools, which we all do, if you have a phone anymore, you can sell your house. Okay. And I just wanted to fill you in on that today. Again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and follow my stuff, because I'm going to be bringing this stuff every weekday, and I hope it adds value and at least opens your eyes to thinking differently about all the business that we're doing in our local economies and global scale. So really do appreciate you, and make it a great day. All right. Bye.